Australia's electricity system is undergoing a rapid change towards 82% renewables by 2030. So how do you bridge that gap? We bridge it with the lowest cost form of new generation, which is renewables plus firming, as well as transmission. And we need all of that in order to get the cheapest renewable energy to homes and businesses.
Today we're at the Southern Downs REZ in Queensland, where the McIntyre wind farm is being constructed. CFC invested $160 million into Powerlink to deliver the Southern Downs Renewable Energy Zone.
This site is the switching station that connects to the McIntyre wind farm, which is the largest wind farm in the Southern Hemisphere. The construction for Powerlink involved 65 kilometres of 330 kV high voltage transmission line and 2 substations, one of which you can see behind me.
So Powerlink's role in Queensland, we basically run the state grid, and the most important thing we are doing right now is trying to coordinate that supply side. So the Southern Downs REZ was really, really important to us. It was one of our first really big renewable zones. Renewable energy zones are basically areas close by our transmission backbone with really good wind and solar resources where we know there's good projects and good proponents.
Significantly, with this transaction, it's the first time that generators have funded the cost of the connection assets. That's defraying costs to consumers. CFC's contribution of its finance further defrays the cost to generators, so we finish up with a very cost-effective solution. This project demonstrates how, with creative financing, we can help deliver lower cost solutions for consumers on the transition to renewable energy.
I think the key thing for Powerlink and the transaction we did with CFC, and it was a hugely important transaction for us. We had never structured anything quite like this, and it was the nature of how it was, it's classic structured finance, and it was important for us, it was important for the proponents of the wind farm to try and give us some breathing space in the early years.
Delivering projects such as the Southern Downs REZ is critical in this transition for Australia. The Australian Government has provided CFC with $19 billion to invest into the grid infrastructure required.
The purpose of the Rewiring the Nation Fund is to invest in transmission and distribution network projects, as well as other grid-related infrastructure, so that we can connect renewables faster and enable lower cost energy transition to consumers.
For us, it was great to do a little bit of trailblazing. We drew it up on a whiteboard one day, and months later we're sitting down, trashing out the actual product itself with the team at the CFC. We're really grateful for all the help they've given us.